minasan, my name is Suya Eihi. Welcome to my channel. I like to watch movies and play games and do all sorts of stuff, but for now this is just going to be a movie react channel. If you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing, and yeah. For today we will be watching Don Bluth's The Pebble and the Penguin. Now this is my all-time favorite movie, but I don't know if you will necessarily enjoy it. It was made in either the 80s or the 90s, so it's quite a bit older now. And Don Bluth has said himself that he regrets making this movie, and I don't think he wants anything to do with it, so yeah, there's that to consider. I don't have much else to say. I'm really looking forward to getting into this, so let's jump right in, and I hope you enjoy. So the reason why I chose this movie despite having already watched it is because I haven't done this before. This is kind of a test trial to see how everything turns out. But yeah, I'm really excited. I really hope you enjoyed this video despite, I don't know. I just hope you enjoy it.
There is a charming tradition observed by the Adelie penguins. All the male birds gather on the Antarctic beaches, and there each selects an extraordinary pebble. If she accepts it, they mate for life.
That is true, I've heard. Not the story, obviously. It's a movie, and it's animated. But I heard that these particular penguins do in fact use pebbles to choose a mate. But, you know, don't quote me on that, just because I'm not an expert. It's just something that I've heard in passing. And fun fact, Canadian geese also mate for life. That's what I've heard.
Should be that important, Marina. If you don't care about the pebble, how will you choose? How will you know if it's Mr. Right?
You're not a human.
Now and forever, his heart will be true. That's how I'll know.
Look at this crazy concept, like falling in love naturally, being with someone just because you like them. I mean, who has heard of something so crazy? Oh, why are the lyrics so romantic? I just can't stand it.
Hi, Hubie. Tell us a story. Yes, a love story. Oh, that's mushy stuff.
I never saw the point of these characters. They really don't contribute much. Like, you could remove them completely and it would not change the film at all. Don Bluth has a habit of adding these, like, these, I guess, comic relief, or something that I like to call cute relief. They really don't do much, they don't contribute anything, they're just kind of there to look cute and maybe be funny, I don't know.
Who am I kidding? I mean, I never even talked to the girl.
Not yet.
Wrecked him. Darn near killed him.
Sorry, Marina. I'm just so clumsy.
Oh, don't be silly, Hubie.
And they were in love. I mean, I think that's basically it. She really doesn't do much in this movie too. You can remove Marina and also you would not miss anything in this movie. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, she's the whole... yeah.
Marina doesn't know it yet, but she's going to be my...
No. Had a little bit of a technical issue there, but we back.
Well, where was I?
Oh, did you see that? There was a little animation error there. Not a lot of people catch that.
Someone who may wonder too, who's wonderful.
I'm not a very good singer, I'm sorry. But you're just gonna have to deal with it.
I'll find her the rarest stone, and maybe if the pebble is
perfect, she'll tell me, right? Hey, why'd you stop? Oh. okay, you're gonna die. If you were wondering about an explanation about this pebble, by the way, there isn't one. You just have to deal with it.
Oh my. It's
Witchcraft. So, nerd. I
Nerd.
hear you want to be a big ladies' man.
Wake up and smell the seaweed, you little fool.
Wait, is there seaweed in the Arctic? Does anybody know if there's seaweed in the Arctic? I don't know anything about the ocean. For some reason, I just assumed that they don't grow. Well, they would have to grow some kind of vegetation, wouldn't they? I don't know anything. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Bye, Hubie. Sleep with the fishes.
So one of the gripes that the nostalgia critic had about this series was the size of the seal. But the thing is, have you ever seen a leopard seal? They are absolutely massive. They are huge, and that is indeed a leopard seal. They did say that earlier in the film. He probably should have done his research a bit more.
Huddled against the wind and buffeted by the storm, Hubie was swept far away to warmer waters, where there lived an enemy even greater than the leopard seal, man.
Which we only have to deal with for one scene and one scene only.
You're aboard the good ship Misery. You've been sleeping for nearly 3 days now.
3 days? I've been asleep for 3 days?
That's what he said.
Sorry, but the good ship Misery
Is the worst song in this film.
is a reality.
See? Did you see that? This ship was entirely in the air. How is anybody still alive after that? They should have been dead 10 times over by now. Like, do ships actually, like, sail okay in waters like that? I was going to make a joke, but it's too topical to the times right now.
Here come the boats!
The boots! The boots!
Open the door! Hold still, lad, and I'll give you the fist in the beak.
I thought he was going to say something else entirely different there.
Where is this floating scrap heap headed anyway? Our destination would be difficult to determine at this juncture.
We be in warm waters.
We be in Bora Bora, Pops. I know where we are.
Wait, why'd you ask where they are if you know?
Get me out of here. Give me somebody.
Hubie is gone! Face it! Forget him!
How could you possibly choose a wimp like Hubie over a hunk like Drake?
Hubie's a sweetheart. He's generous and kind, and he's always thoughtful of others, and
You've only talked to him once. How do you know all this? Well, twice technically, but you weren't shown having a substantial conversation. He just sang to you.
Good morning, ladies. I want you to be my mate.
Drake.
I love Hubie.
Since he is nowhere to be found, I offer my own hand.
My answer is still
Think
no.
about it. You must choose a mate before the full moon mating ceremony, or be banished. Gosh, that's the law.
What about all the asexual penguins out there? They just end up banished? They have to float out on a little iceberg out in the sea forever? being ace in this world sucks. Is it possible to go from the Antarctic to warm waters in what I'm assuming is just a few days? And is it possible to get from warm weathers like this to Antarctica in just under 10 days? For a penguin? I don't know. On boat? Maybe. There is a map later on in the movie, so we'll have to take a look at that.
I'm destined to marry Marina. It's in the stars.
I'm destined to marry Marina. It's in the stars. Yep. Why don't you get that thing fixed, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess nobody likes a blabbermouth, right?
No, you think?
I hope you guys like a blabbermouth because that's kind of the whole point of this channel. I know I've seen people who comment on movies and other people are like, why do you talk so much? And it's like, this is your reaction. Of course I'm going to talk a lot and give my opinion. Isn't that what you're here for?
You wanna fly? Do you?
I'm gonna fly, and no one's gonna stop me. I'm flying! Flapping, flapping, flapping.
Hubie really just said, that looks like fun. Why don't I do that exact thing?
That's funny. You see, I expected you to tell me something big, really stupendous, you know, like hopping up the slopes of Mount Everest or something, you know, but flying? Oh, for heaven's sakes, that's so easy.
Says who?
Waldo, that's who.
Waldo?
Yeah, he's...
Who's Waldo?
You know, he's the guy in the books that you have to search for, and he's always lost for some reason. And people are always looking for Waldo.
I think Waldo said the secret to flying was wind speed. Well, anyway...
Wind speed? Oh, come here, what else did Waldo say?
Can we swim as we talk? Marina's waiting.
Well, there's only 8 days left before the full moon mating ceremony. Although, my faithful servants, we have seen that Hubie is a leopard seal meal.
I'd have no idea what these vultures are doing in this movie. There aren't any vultures in the Antarctic. That's just silly. It's almost like this movie was made for kids and it doesn't follow reality.
So, what happens if you don't make it on time?
Oh, that's too horrible to even think of.
I never noticed that before, that the little dinghy that they're on says Homeward Bound too. The ship is called Homeward Bound as well. Oh, here's that map from earlier. They're off the coast of New Zealand? That's crazy. Where is New Zealand from Antarctica? I have to check that real quick. Jotomate. So the trip down to the Antarctic continent to New Zealand takes about 7 days, which can be broken up with visits to sub-Antarctic islands such as Macquarie Island, Campbell's Island, Auckland Islands, and the Snares Island. So there is no way that they got where they were in 7 days, or 3 days. Yeah, now you know.
Maybe Drake will leave Marina alone.
Yeah, well, maybe Drake has already married Marina.
No. I know my girl. She'll wait.
You don't know her. You barely talked to her, and she's already your girl just because you have an engagement pebble for her. Well, then again, she likes you back too, so it's really not that bad.
If she accepts the pebble? You mean you're not sure if she's gonna accept the pebble?
Thank you.
You mean you're going through all this trouble and you're not even sure?
She'll accept
Thank you.
Oh, come on! We have discovered an authentic ancient aviarial airstrip!
What? Penguins can't fly!
Ooh, feel that wind. Altitude, perfect. Tail feathers, perfect. Tell me what! I'm flying! Yes!
Can't you even admit that you like me just a little?
What? I don't like you! I hate you! I
I just happen to hate killer whales a little bit more than you, that's all.
Baka.
So, yeah.
Oh, that is so cool.
When should I announce?
That his home makes absolutely no sense. But it is cool. I will admit that. It is cool.
Don't make me bend in half.
Don't be a cod, babe. Don't mess with Drake. I might have seen this movie, you know, 1 or 2 times.
Don't make me.
Honestly, Tim Curry is one of the best parts of this movie. Just his American accent is so bad, but his singing is so good. And he... I don't have words.
Look, it's all right if you want to split up. I understand.
Hey, well, give my regards to Waldo.
Waldo? Waldo. Oh, yeah, I sure will. Waldo isn't real. I needed you to show me the way home. So I made up stories about a make-believe guy named Waldo.
You're in it now,
Well,
Huey.
say something. Dumb penguin nerd.
Get him,
Rocco,
Huey.
Stop.
I
Or
could have been
Rocco.
back
Get him,
into
Rocco.
Come here with that beak. Come here.
I have no idea what this scene is. This used to always crack me up as a kid, but I have no idea what this scene is. Oh, that's beautiful. You have to give this movie something. It is gorgeous to look at. I mean, most Don Bluth movies are, so that's no surprise there.
But somewhere you are safe and on your way.
This is such bad timing, but pizza time! Alright, I'm back with pizza. Now let's get back to the movie and the super sadness.
What do we have here?
It appears to be a
Looks
hole.
like a seal's fishing hole. Do you
Well,
think
I was
it's-
partially right. The scene here is pretty interesting. There's no dialogue at all for well over a minute, which is like a lot in a children's cartoon. I like that the visuals just kind of speak for themselves.
No need to shout.
Hey, Rocco. I
Guess
guess
this means we put our differences on ice.
Get it? Huh? Put our differences on ice.
I'd like to put you on ice.
We'll find our way through stormy weather.
Did you see his face? Oh, I love Rocco.
You know you're gonna cast my
They
day.
don't have penguins up in Juneau.
It's getting dark.
Why don't you go and start a trend?
Goodbye, Rocco.
I love Hubie's willingness to kill himself just because Rocco won't admit that he likes him because he's too tsundere. That just... I just wanted to bring it up because it tickles me.
Read, you bird brain! Hubie!
Say it!
Challenge
Wait, hang on. I have to go back and see that.
be up to the challenge.
Deathberg.
That's not the worst part.
Wonderful. What's the worst part?
Killer whales always travel in groups.
What?
Groups.
Oh no.
Big groups. Lots. Oodles and oodles.
Poodles and oodles and noodles and poodles.
My pebble.
Pebble, your pebble.
My
Forget
pebble.
about the blasted pebble.
Hey look, it's a good ship Misery. These are probably the scariest killer whales in movie history. I mean, there's probably a better movie to compare this to, but I just think for children, especially after seeing Free Willy, this is scary.
go.
Everybody knows when you miss an article of clothing that that person is dead. It's just movie logic. That's just how it works.
We can't force her to marry him. I know, but he'll try. I wish Hubie was here.
Especially since we never do anything in this movie.
You're hurting me.
Then get smart.
Speaking of someone who never does anything in this movie.
You'll only starve.
I didn't come 3,000 miles and lose my best buddy to be stopped by the likes of you. Come on! Take your best shot!
Fake out, fake out, fake out. Fake out, fake out, fake out.
Hey, Romeo!
Goodness glaciers! Rocco!
Where did you get the other bandana?
Say your prayers, you
Pretty rough for a kid's film. You can, if you look back at that carefully, you can see him kind of on the underside of that. That's intense. You're not flying, you're falling in style.
He made it! Hip, hip.
Hey look, there's Waldo.
You like it?
I love it. But don't you know? It's not the pebble. It's the penguin. I love you even more.
Goodness glaciers. They lived happily ever after.
Aww, all's well that ends well. Now all they need to do is start up a super team. And that was Pebble and the Penguin. Thank you so much for coming and joining me on this little adventure. It was so nice to revisit this movie. It's been a while since I've seen it. And I mean, it's still awful, don't get me wrong. But it's a guilty pleasure for me. I just absolutely love this movie. I hope to catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for coming. Mata ne. Bye bye.